Evening all, Stephen here, aka Bibble's Brewery. Just having a quick slurp of the old black IPA. Made it a couple of, about 4 weeks back now. Quite good. First one I've ever made. I usually, if I've had them commercially, find them a little too bitter and a little too chocolate malty for my taste. Whereas this, I left it out to last 15 minutes and it's incredibly smooth and incredibly drinkable. Pretty sure the keg is going to die sooner rather than later. Excuse the old lockdown barnet. Not been brave enough to shave it myself yet. I have to get around to doing that at some point next week or so. Just thought I'd introduce you to the latest video. As you probably noticed from my last one, I'm what I call a lazy brewer. Well, I see it as more energy efficient. My wife says it's definitely fucking lazy, but that's neither here nor there. I was looking at it whilst I was doing the keg cleaning in the B80 with the new spray ball. I was thinking, I'm pretty sure I can get one of my Grainfather Conical fermenters in there. I was like, maybe I could heat the water up or somehow and just put the spray ball in and let it go and see how it works. And lo and behold, they're fitting beautifully. I was actually able to keep the heating element on because the Grainfather is actually, the Conical is so small, it doesn't even touch the element. Come up with a ingenious solution to stop any sort of vacuum or anything. I made these little cork things, 4 of those on the rim of the Grainfather Conical to allow the water to go in and out and stop the pressure building up too much. And yeah, took one of the worst jobs, which is cleaning, away from me again. B80 just keeps coming up with more and more answers to problems I didn't know I actually had. I did learn, because I've got 2 Conicals, I did learn from the first one quite a bit. I was wildly optimistic. I sort of dumped out the trub from the bottom of the thing, but I didn't rinse the first Conical. And I threw it in and let it go and just did a hot water initial clean. Too much stuff in there, just blocked the spray pool. So I sort of dumped all the water out, gave it a quick rinse, put it on again with some OxyClean, Chemi-Pro OxyClean, come up beautifully. Did the second one though, I rinsed it out with the hose first to get most of the hot matter and trub out the bottom, and just went amazingly. Just ordered some caustic from Brew UK. Took about a month or so to get here because I've just ordered a load of water treatment stuff. So I'm hopefully going to get into that on my next brew. And I thought, oh well, may as well give the B80 a quick caustic clean. And I also threw the fermenters in as well. Come up beautifully. I've not scrubbed them in any way, shape or form. The only thing I've got to do is hand clean the valves, which is no biggie whatsoever. Probably leave that in a bucket of OxyClean overnight tonight, and they'll be awesome tomorrow. Well, I'll disassemble them and throw them in the OxyClean overnight. Yeah, just absolutely amazing. I'm wondering what else I can clean with this spray ball, because it just seems to be doing everything for me. Right, enough waffle. I'm going to cut into the footage of me cleaning the kegs in the B80. So cheers all, and hopefully this will give you guys some inspiration. I know a lot of people went from the Grainfather to B80 or B40. Not sure if it's going to fit in the B40, but you'll have to give it a test. But hopefully you'll have very similar size fermenters, and it's going to cut your brew day cleaning down no end. So anyway, cheers all. Catch you on the next video. Right, so I have just done my other fermenter and I've learned a few things from that already. So I'm going to dump all this out, give it a quick rinse with a hose, and come back to you. The thing I didn't do on the first one was rinse all the hops out. I left them in and sort of gave an initial rinse inside the B80. That was a bit of a mistake because the spray ball got kind of clogged up. So I'm going to give it a quick rinse here. chuck this and come back to it in a few seconds. Right, so my cleaner of choice on this is going to be the Barkeeper's Friend Power Spray. Do a quick whip around. Right, to stop this forming a perfect seal on the base, I've taken 4 corks, just cut a little V into them and just placed them on the machine, on the fermenter even, like this, and that is enough to keep it off the base and allow the water from the spray ball up inside and out so it doesn't build up too much pressure. Now I'm just going to invert this into the B80 and take off the dump valve at the bottom, replace it with a cap. I'll show you that in a second. Right, so all I'm going to do here, simply take this off, and there's still quite a bit of air trapped inside the fermenter, so it's not sitting flush. The moment I lift this up, as you can see, now falls straight. Take this out, give this ring a little dunk in the water. Give that a quick clean. It's only the initial wash, so it will get a nice clean in a minute. Put the O-ring back on, cap, and then I'm going to just put the triclone back on. Can't do that one-handed. So we're all good to go. Put the temp back on, get up to 6 degrees, and whack it on full power. Leave that for about 20 minutes and come back. Right, so what I've done now is just taken off the blanking plates. I'm going to give it a little spray with the Barkeeper's Friend. Leave that to soak for a little while and give it a quick rinse in a second. So that's had about 15 minutes just with the power spray. I'm going to do another quick load. I've just drained the B80, it's pretty grim, the water's come out of there. I'll leave that to soak for a few minutes and give another quick run through. Right, just filled this up with 20 litres of water, heating up to 60 degrees and put in some caustic. I'm now going to do a quick caustic rinse for both fermenters. And the fermenters, a quick rinse, get all the caustic off. As you can see, perfectly clean. Absolutely no scrubbing involved.